I'm gonna make a Danica video again, so Danica Patrick fans, go ahead, put your dislike on it. I don't care, you know that. But what I'm gonna talk about is her record, and I'm gonna compare it to some other drivers. And this is in celebration. I'm making this on Sunday, April 13th, 2014, the night after the Southern 500 at Darlington. On the very last caution before the last green white checkered, she could not even get the lucky dog right. They're supposed to pass on the outside. She actually, Dale Jr. come on the radio and didn't know what was going on. I listened to it on the race view track pass. She passed on the inside, and I thought I'd seen her do it one other time. So, in celebration of that, now I went to ultimateracinghistory.com, and I will link to her record on in the description. It shows one win total, and that's in Indy cars, and that was a fuel mileage win. Well, Paul Menard's proof anybody can win a race on fuel mileage at the Brickyard a few years ago. But here's my thing with Danica Patrick. Couple things. Look at Junior Motorsports since they got rid of her and Cole Witt. Let's see, I think they've won 3 races this year, including 2 with a raw rookie. Literally, an 18-year-old who couldn't even run on these super speedways till this year. Who, by the way, has won in ARCA at Pocono on a road course in the trucks. Plus the Snowball Derby, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So let's look at some records. John West Townley, considered by some to be the worst driver ever, has won a race. ARCA. Paul Menard, 4 wins, 3 nationwide, 1 cup. Mike Arnett, 2 wins. Brian Scott, another what I consider rich kid driver, 2 wins. Cole Witt, 2 wins. Now let's look at the Snowball Derby. Some of the drivers that's won it, including Tammy Jo Kirk and Johanna Long, both female drivers. Well, GoDaddy, I guess they don't. I don't even know what they look like, to be honest with you. I guess they don't look good in bathing suits. Snowball Derby is considered one of the most prestigious short track races around. Let's look at some other people that's won it. Former Daytona 500 winner Pete Hamilton. Donnie Allison, multi-time Premier Series race winner. Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott. And there's some others. You can go to Wikipedia and just type in Snowball Derby. You'll get a list of the winners. Eric Jones, that drives for Kyle Busch in the trucks, has won it. But that's just been my opinion why Danica. I've been called everything from a male chauvinist, which I'm not. I'd like to see a good female driver or 2 out there. But Danica's not it. She's shown no improvement. Look at Stewart-Haas this year. They've won 3 races. Now, I know she got wrecked at Daytona. Anybody can get wrecked at Daytona. She gets a pass on that with the multi-car deal. She gets a pass on that. I have no problem with that. But Darlington, she was nowhere near contention. None of the races, really. I know she had a decent run at Martinsville last year, but that's about it, except on the plate tracks and anybody underfunded cars or what have you, which she is not, by the way. She's definitely not underfunded. She's the only female driver that's ever been in NASCAR's top series, at least in the modern era, that's had a fully funded car. And quite frankly, I think her best finish is A. She's won a pole, but at Daytona, it's all car. Most any driver will tell you that. It's just been my opinion. I mean, I've been called a Danica basher, names I won't use on channel, a male chauvinist, but she just ain't showed me nothing. And then, one of the biggest scoops going, could have wrecked a race leader under caution by not even knowing how to do the free pass rates. They're supposed to pass on the outside. She was on the inside. Give me a break. I mean, GoDaddy, why are you wasting your money? Another proof of how bad she is. When James Hinchcliffe got in her Indy car, same team, and started winning races. It boggles my mind. You really want to see something, go to 2011 Loudon Restart. I think it's 2011, but and I will say the track was wet, but the first person to put their foot in the gas in the turn was Danica Patrick, the first person to spin. Granted, they shouldn't have restarted the race, but look who caused the wreck. That's all I got to say. Again, disclaimer, strictly my opinion for what it's worth.